I always thought there would be more time. More time to say the things I didn't say. More time to sit beside him, just a little longer. But life doesn't always go the way we expect. I sit here now, sunlight spilling across the floor, holding an old photo album in my lap. My fingers move slowly across the worn pages, each one filled with pieces of a life that feels both distant and close at the same time. We met when I was 20. I was young, full of dreams, unsure of everything. And then there was Henry. He had this quiet way about him, steady and kind, the sort of man who made you feel safe without even trying. We didn't have much back then, just long walks, shared laughter, and the belief that love would somehow be enough. Henry used to say the best things in life weren't the ones you buy, but the ones you earn with love. I didn't know it at the time, but those words would shape the rest of my life. It's been 6 months since he passed. Some days it still feels like yesterday. The house is quieter now, not just silent, but empty in a way I can't quite explain. I miss the sound of him humming while he made breakfast. I miss his footsteps in the hallway. I even miss the way he used to leave his reading glasses on the kitchen table. We spent 48 years together. 48 years that somehow feel both long and impossibly short. I remember sitting with him on the porch when we were young. The air was warm and he was talking about the future. One day he said, "We'll have a house full of laughter. Maybe a garden too. You'll grow those roses you always talk about." I laughed and told him anything was possible with him beside me. And somehow, it was. We did build that life. We filled our home with laughter. We planted that garden. The roses became his favorite every spring. He'd walk outside and admire them like they were the greatest masterpiece he'd ever seen. Life wasn't always easy. There were difficult years. Money was tight, work was stressful, and sometimes we didn't see eye to eye. But Henry always believed love could carry us through anything. When I doubted, he held my hand and reminded me we were a team. The hardest part of losing him wasn't just that he was gone. It was realizing I was left behind, holding all the love we built together. Some days it feels heavy, but other days, it feels like a gift. I still catch myself calling his name. I still turn toward the hallway expecting to see him walking, and grief has a strange way of blending memory and reality. I think about our later years often. We'd sit on a park bench watching the sun dip below the horizon. He'd squeeze my hand and say he was the luckiest man in the world. And I believed him, because I felt the same. Now I carry him with me in small ways, when I water the roses in the garden, when I walk through the park where we spent so many afternoons, when I hear our favorite song on the radio. In those moments, it feels like he's still close, like love doesn't really disappear. People say time heals everything. I don't know if that's true, but I do know this: love like ours doesn't fade. It settles into your heart, into the quiet spaces of your life. I was lucky. We were lucky. Even though I miss him more than I can put into words, I know the love we shared never truly left. It's in the way I smile, in the way I face each morning, in the strength he gave me without even knowing. This evening I walk into the garden. The sun is setting, casting a warm golden glow over the roses. I pick one carefully and hold it for a moment before placing it gently beside his resting place. "Thank you, Henry," I whisper, "for being the greatest love of my life." The wind moves softly through the leaves, and for a moment I feel peaceful. Sometimes love isn't about being together forever. Sometimes it's about what you carry with you when you part ways. And as long as I live, Henry will always be with me.